Glip glops. This is BattleCOM, Season 3, Episode 6. Sean gets the award. Welcome, everybody. This is BattleCOM, the Geek War of comedy game shows, where it's just a high-speed debate where you're going to see battlers face off against each other, punching each other in the face with jokes, and then you decide who wins those debates, not based on who's right, but who's most entertaining, because we learned from Fox News it's not about being right. There is that joke never gets old for me. We have with us the wonderful Wally Good Times, Jason, Sans Hockey Mask, with David Pryde, and Darragh Mondoux. So welcome everybody to the show. I can see we got people tuning in. We got comments coming up. Ruoshan, all the way from Scarborough. Hello from Scarborough. Welcome, Ruoshan. Ruoshan, I believe, won one of our gift packages last month when we had the giveaway, which we'll be doing another giveaway when we hit our next little milestone for subscribers, or if we just want to celebrate something like, birthdays or whatever. Hi, how's everybody doing? Wally, are you good?
I'm great. How are you, Paul? I'm just happy to be here. I never know when I don't want to speak over anybody, or you especially, Paul. So I was just, letting you get your stuff in. How are you?
I'm great. I'm just checking in with everybody. David Pryde is here. David, how are you doing?
I'm also gonna just wait till you get your stuff in.
All right. If anyone has seen the size of me, it looks like I've definitely had my stuff in.
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Thank you, Jason. How have you been? Alan LeGros saying hello, battlers.
Hello, Alan LeGros. I am good. I am traveling right now, so I am not at home. I am in my grandfather-in-law's office at the moment, so it's a whole. I feel like I'm on BattleCOM on tour.
Nice,
cool. Which is something I want to start thinking about again.
Coming to a grandfather-in-law's office near you.
Yes.
I was gonna say, that's the benefit of going out with younger women is you get to have grandparents again.
Yeah. It's double-edged sword sometimes, Wally. I'm not gonna lie.
Double-edged sword. All right. Roshan is saying, yes, thank you. The Battle Box trademark was awesome. So that has arrived. Darragh, how have you been?
I'm so good. I'm so tired because we got the world opening up. We got shows coming back, and I am out of shape for it, Paul. But I'm gonna do my best for you guys tonight. I'm here to punch some faces with jokes with the instructions.
Exactly. All right, and let's get a little bit in the big start. Erica, you tell me how you've been for the past month. Erica is the co-host. The other four are the battlers. Erica is my co-moderator in making sure all this magic happens.
It sounds like I must, because you asked everyone else how they were doing, and then you were like, Erica, you need to tell me how you which puts a lot of pressure on me. I don't know. I've been all right, I guess. I've been well. I've been very excited for this show.
Boom. And we're excited. And it seems we've got a bunch of viewers in. So we have moved on from starting soon to the start of the show. For those who are looking to be prepared to vote, you can open up a separate tab for slido.com and enter code BC306. So BC306, BC for BattleCOM, which is short for Battle Comedy. We found a way to even shorten it more. So there we go. And our battlers, of course, we're saying Walter before, can't really say before all the hair, but before the majority of the hair.
No headshot that can keep up with my hair.
Yeah, there we are. And David Pryde and Jason Hatrick look like they're almost coming in for a kiss. And Darragh Mondoux.
I don't look willing.
What was that?
I don't look like I'm consenting to the...
Point taken. It's well, I gave everyone an option to send me a headshot. So. All right, and of course, Erica Taddeo. Well, you can follow on Instagram at Erica_MTL, and that's me. I'm the creator moderator. Our battlefields tonight. These are the hints towards what our battlefields are. Our first one is blub blub blub, which I think is a reference to dialogue. By the power of laughter. And to hear the lamentations of their pixels driven before you. And we also have an audience game, a game for you in the audience where we're going to show you a picture. It's a mashup of a couple of things. And then you decide what it should be named. And that's you as the audience. So you can drop those in chat. And at the end of every battlefield, you get to decide, and the audience, the battlers will decide which one is their favorite. So they're the people you have to impress on this one. And this is our first mashup. It is a cross between Lando Calrissian and I believe that is a John Rambo Sylvester Stallone. So drink that in. There we are.
I mean, there's one obvious right answer.
Well, let's see if people come up with it. And BattleCOM, this is our first battlefield. Erica, if you'd please.
Hi, I'm Taddeo. I'm a zombie today. And your next battlefield is, what is the best underwater themed film?
There we go. I don't know the correlation with zombies and underwater other than that Italian film where a zombie fights a shark. But here we are. Our first two battlers coming to the screen are going to be David Pryde with his choice of G.I. Joe 1993 animated that featured Torpedo. And Jason Hatrick with the choice of Moana. Moana, that's it. There we go. So Jason, as the second to the screen, you get to go first on the positive round, where you are positive about your choice.
Yeah, I think Moana is clearly the best sea-themed movie. It's also the best Disney movie. It's just one of the best movies, and it's remarkable they were able to accomplish that, considering no one told the casting agent it was animated, so they just cast The Rock as Maui, thinking they needed somebody built like that, and then they found out too late that all they really needed was someone who could sing even remotely close to the same key. And but that's not what we got, and yet somehow it's still a great movie.
Oh, boom. Boom. All right, and more viewers coming in. Sean Griffin just mentioning, I was sitting in the lobby like an idiot. The stream didn't start for me. Okay, well, you're here. Thanks for hitting refresh. David, Pryde.
Okay, so first of all, it was 1983. It's episode 3 of the original G.I. Joe miniseries, but you were right to have Torpedo in there because before Charlie Sheen and Navy SEALs, before David Boreanaz, the ultimate Navy SEAL was in fact Torpedo. I just want to show you guys, like, this guy is charismatic AF. Like, if you, sorry, I'm not totally queued up, but look at this entrance of Torpedo, man. He just cut. Okay, that's the opening theme. Wait, I'm sorry, that's Baroness. Where's Torpedo? Snake Eyes is radioactive. Oh no, I'm going over time. Where I should have had this queued up better. I'm sorry. I think it's at the 6-minute mark. Like, Torpedo comes, like, there he is. Look at this. He comes in. And the Joes go nuts, man. They're just freaking out, and he's all shy. But then he gets them all into the water, and it's hilarious, man, because he swallows water. That's zero toxic masculinity from this guy. He's in it for the party.
Vote. Let's see your votes. All right. We already got, I just opened the vote, and one came in for David right away. Alan saying, I'll vote hands down for Jason if he sings the What Can I Say song. Matthew Emmerich is Go Joe.
You're welcome. The sun, the moon, the stars. etc.
All right, the votes keep coming in. It's a pretty strong David run at this point in time. Matthew Emmerich, by the way, this is his first time watching the show. Welcome, Matthew. And for any viewers out there, if you want to make sure that you're notified, because we sometimes get buried in the algorithms, make sure you hit subscribe and tap the little bell icon, because that'll be... Oh my goodness! There we are. Alan LeGros has sold.
LeGros, completing the contract that we had agreed to. That's all.
All right, that vote has been purchased, and I think we can probably start giving
honestly,
that a
Alan,
countdown.
I could go on and
Erica.
on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. The earth, the sea, the sky, the ground. No, I don't. I couldn't. I can't explain every natural phenomenon.
National?
Natural.
What?
I know it was natural, but it sounded like he said national.
No, there was a mic problem, I'm sure.
He said
All right.
Not
something
Jason's
like a
brain
phenomenon.
problem.
So anyone watching out there named Mike, Jason is blaming you. So let's give this a countdown.
All right, so from 3, 2, 1, beep.
Boom. So that is the positive round. The positive round is going to David. Oh, did Erica have a birthday recently? That is a question that we've had come in from Tim Rocliffe. Erica,
I didn't just buy the balloon for, attention. I did receive it for a birthday.
Happy birthday, Erica.
Thanks. All right, let's move on to the negative round.
All right, we're going to do the negative round. Now, this is where they get to be negative about the other person's choice that they've just heard. And again, a reminder, you're not voting for who's right. You're voting for who's most entertaining. And Jason, since you lost the positive round, you get to go first on the negative round.
Sure. I mean, I don't remember the 1983 miniseries. I remember the animated movie. I remember the after-school show. I watched all of those, but 83 was a little bit before my time for watching that. But I did really love that when David showed us his laptop, the little piece of tape over the webcam, because he wouldn't want to be like on camera and caught on the internet now. That would be embarrassing.
You never know when Cobra is listening. Okay, is it my go?
It is your go. Your negative round, negative about Moana.
I just think you can't help be disappointed in Moana because of the shameless lack of Randy Newman music. I think every computer animated film by law has to have like a "You Got a Friend in Me" or "I Won't Fly No More." But I don't even know what is Moana that has. I think Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords, which is good. But he's no Randy, so on that alone, I vote disqualification. And there you go.
There we are. We've got this is the negative round. The voting is open. As you can see on the screen, it says Slido.com BC306. So that's the code. If you're not keeping that tab open, you need to get back in.
The
Get your
door
votes
has
in.
that I closed to try and soundproof the office a little bit has been busted open by a golden retriever.
The best kind of bust open.
Yeah, so there might be some background noise bleeding in. I'll go resolve that when it's no longer my round.
Oh!
Whoa, this is so
Did you see that
Wow.
big flip in the lead?
Yeah.
That
All right,
was intense.
What song do you need me to sing now, Alan? What do you want?
You've got a friend in me.
You've got a friend in me. It's in the pronunciation of friend that you really got to hit the.
Oh, hold it. Oh, whoa.
It's
The
tightening.
numbers are moving. Sean Griffin says dog.
They want the dog.
There he
is. There we go.
Hello.
Say hello, Nova.
No.
Hello.
There it is. Oh, that has actually pulled Jason into the lead.
Dog always will. That's just.
So we had a pet on air. That
The rule of
means.
the
Oh,
internet.
all right. I don't know if Wally's gone to get himself a pet or just going to use his hair as one.
In a minute, David's going to go get one of his kids. See if it has the same effect.
So let's have a countdown, Erica.
All right. So from 3, 2, 1, beep.
And that goes to Jason.
Whoa.
So we're tied.
We are tied. That means also we're going to a free for all round. So we're going to have a free for all round, which we're going to start with David Pryde because he lost the last round. Free for all, they have the choice of being positive about their own choice, negative about their opponent's choice, just be entertaining, or do a roast attack upon their opponent. And to go first, it's a David Pryde.
Okay, I guess because this might be my only chance, and it's a free-for-all. Man, oh man, you want to see free-for-all. It's, seriously, these are the worms of death that are actually, oh shoot, it went to commercial. Hang on, there they go. The worms of death, man. Cobra and G.I. Joe have to join forces. Look at that. They're shooting, it's no go, though. It's smothering them. And what's amazing, there's Baroness again. She keeps showing up. She's toast. And I'll just spoil the end, but the climax is you uproot them from their craters, and the worms of death float to the surface, and they explode, which no one was doing in '83. Yeah, that's it. And I took the tape off, Jason.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Jason, your free-for-all round. Positive, negative, just be entertaining, or roast attack upon your opponent, non-physical.
I think Moana is really ahead of its time for Disney movies. You know, Disney tends not to like to do things that are very controversial or anything. But in this one, they had Alan Tudyk play both a chicken named Hey Hey and a person who suggests cooking and eating the chicken named Hey Hey. So it's the first Disney movie to introduce auto-cannibalism. And still, somehow, it's a great movie. Like they can't fail on this thing. It's so great.
Voting is open, so you can get your votes in at this time. Alan wanted to make sure everyone knew that he did actually change his vote. Laugh out loud, all about the Jason vocals, or just sing.
Just be entertaining.
Exactly. It's in the rules.
Proverbial razzle dazzle.
Am I allowed to Google Moana lyrics in the middle of the show? Is that allowed?
Well, it's tied right now.
I haven't done it yet. Jason is insane. Like,
I think the fact that you admitted that you had to Google it is causing David's lead to grow. Whoa! Reversal of fortune.
Same odds. What if I sing the G.I. Joe theme?
Are you a real American hero?
He fights for freedom wherever there's trouble.
Over land and sea.
Yeah. And so on.
Oh, we are so going to get clipped for copyrights on this episode.
All right, I think we can give this a countdown. There's hasn't been any fresh movement. Actually, we've lost a vote somehow. Like I can see how many people have voted, and there's less than there was a second ago.
It's the CEO
So G.I. Joe.
Maybe somebody just it was identified as a Russian bot and has been blocked or something. But
Well,
Yo, Joe, do it. Block those bots.
all right, so we'll make it a long count.
oh, Roshan is saying he voted for Jason because David spoiled a 30-year-old episode of G.I. Joe for me.
That was I should have. Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
closer to 40, if my math is right.
Yeah, because it's 83. I said 93 accidentally in when I prepped the show.
So my math was in fact right.
83? Yeah.
You're off by a year.
39. There we go. All right, and we get the countdown, Erica?
Speaking of numbers, 3, 2, 1, beep.
And that one is going to Jason. That means Jason has won the round. Wow. We got a lot of comments coming in, too, here. Alan Tudyk for life in Russia, in Soviet Russia, bot block you. So this is the first time I've actually seen all these coming in during the show. So that's entertaining. We are just technology. that allows us to do this is a quite. I'm quite happy that we're able to do that. So that was our first pairing, and the winner, of course, being Jason Hatrick. We are going to move on to our next pairing, which is going to start with Darragh Mondoux, and this is Darragh's first BattleCOM, and so their choice of a underwater or the best underwater or undersea themed movie is The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, and Walter Lyng with his choice of Free Willy. So as long as no willies get free during this broadcast, we should be fine. Walter, you get to go.
Well, I would go, Paul, if you hadn't just done all my material on this movie. Thanks. We had a whole pre-show meeting about not stepping on each other's stuff, and you're gonna do the all right. Here's an actual thing. Okay, so this is a movie. It's all about respecting the majesty of the ocean and all the creatures that live within it, right? And it is such an important movie about respecting, all the creatures who live in the ocean that it really shed a light on the abhorrent conditions that these killer whales live through in these sea parks and in SeaWorld and etc. And it did such a good job at exposing that it drove more people than ever before to go to SeaWorld and witness this abuse up close and personal. It was some real spite business there. It was, they did the job too well, some would say. Thank you.
Thank you, Wally. And Darragh, it's your chance to be positive about The Life Aquatic.
I'm standing Life Aquatic. I reviewed it for this episode, and I gotta say, a lot less of it happens underwater technically than I remembered it did, but it's a very horny movie, so I was personally drenched. You got Bill Murray and his gay little earring, you have Southern Belle, Owen Wilson, and you have ice cold Angie Houston just tearing up every single screen they're in. It's a beautiful film for that reason alone. And I would say that there's a lot of charming stop motion animation of the under the sea life. So, that's got to be made without any harm of any actual animals or training them like circus beasts. So the stop motion animation definitely compensates for the casual use of homophobic slurs throughout that film, I would say. Very charming for its time in its own little way. So yeah, that's my defense of The Life Aquatic of Wes Anderson.
All right. By the way, Sean Griffin is saying Free Willy. Now, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And there we are. The voting is open. Darragh has already got a vote in. Okay, so just go to slido.com. The event code is BC306. What was that, Walter?
It's not a vote for the better film here. If I could, I would vote for Life Aquatic 2 as a better film. I just want to remind all of this.
You're supposed to be voting for the most entertaining. Again, thank you, Wally, for reminding us. We are
again. I love The Life Aquatic.
Yeah. And Matthew Emmerich saying swamp leeches. Everyone brush them off.
Oh, just me.
Esteban was eaten.
I even tried to pick The Life Aquatic, but Darragh got to it first. I did not remember the slurs though.
They're throughout that film.
I had conveniently edited those out in my memory, I guess.
There's a nice gender parody in homophobic slurs, at least, I noticed.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, and we're seeing the votes seem to be leveling off. Erica, if you would.
Darragh stacked the crowd here, clearly. This is shocking.
On that note, from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep.
There we go. That one has gone to Darragh. And we are going to now go to the negative round, where Wally gets to be a negative about Darragh's choice, The Life Aquatic. And again, we are asking people to vote for what's most entertaining.
I don't know how we're even going to compare these two movies, man. Because I have the ultimate life-affirming, uplifting, Free Willy, and by your own admission, a film riddled riddled with homophobic slurs, and the very problematic, even up until right now, like he's being investigated right now for problematic behavior. Bill Murray, much as I love him, God bless him, but seems like a problematic guy probably. And there's that, and the thing, and what? We're gonna give it a pass because he didn't hurt real animals because they used the stop motion animation. You know who that's hurting? The fingers of the stop motion animators who are probably like underpaid, like third world denizens. The whole thing should be canceled. It's a monument to what's his face, Jacques Cousteau. Oh, there. Okay, thank God we have this whole movie in devotion to this like old French white guy. Great.
Boom. All right, Wally, dropping the bombs. Darragh, it's your turn to be negative about Free Willy.
To have you like passionately there telling me that it is actually like the better movie, of course, because they may have made upwards of 5 decreasing in quality different Free Willy movies over the last 20 years, over and over and over again. They keep cranking out this rehashed formula, and the best thing I like about Wes Anderson is he's tricked Hollywood into letting him tell super original, weird stories because he packages them in this very consistent, signature stylistic way. So in that way, he's able to tell consistently wildly original and completely different stories, using the same like handful of amazing actors over and over again. So that's...
All right, we may encounter the dreaded facts aren't jokes from the audience, because it's all about being entertaining. Let's see. Let's see what's coming up.
So much more Free Willy material. I have so much more. Let me get through to another round. You guys, there's so much. I have so much gold Free Willy stuff, guys.
All right, Tim Rocliffe is saying mashup. Oh, for the mashup, here's one of the suggestions. So Billy D and I were filming Nighthawks, and he was always on set early. He was the first blood.
Hey, that's nice.
This guy personally knows Billy D. Williams? Is that what he's saying?
No, he's quoting them talking about the filming of the classic movie Nighthawks.
Nighthawks
came out the same year as G.I. Joe, The Worms of Death.
Oh, come on. David, stop trying to wedge it in,
I appreciate the scientific accuracy of dislodging these deep sea worms and having them explode at low pressure when they reach the surface.
I did.
You don't get that kind of dedication in cartoons very often.
That is designed to sell toys.
Yeah.
All right, I think we can go with the countdown. Erica.
All right, so from 3, 2, 1, beep.
Yeah.
There it is. Walter has got a point on the board. And we are going to be moving on to a free-for-all round. Free-for-all round where they have the choice of being positive, negative, just be entertaining, or a roast attack upon their opponent. Darragh, you get to go first.
I would say that in defense of my little favorite movie that I'm going to throw here, it might not be fully underwater, but it certainly was a great excuse to have a lot of stylish costumes and beautiful accents. There's definitely some cinema sins problems you could have with it, but I got to say, I can't believe we're going to be like going for the low-hanging fruit, the low-hanging bait line of Free Willy and standing this when, by your own admission, it's contributed to the ecological disaster that we're all hurtling towards through, evaporating meaning wherever it may be, leaving us with only our silly movies to really hold on to as the beacons of faith and a sense of our shared humanity. So by all means, I'll give the people what they want if they want to stand for the Free Willy.
Thank you, Darragh. Free for all round. I'm going to stay positive. This is such a great film that it transcends the message of respecting the ocean into the concept of respecting and cherishing our celebrities, right? Because this film managed to rehabilitate sort of the image of Michael Madsen, who only a year before was in the film Reservoir Dogs, in which he's depicted as cutting off the ear of a policeman, famously, infamously, perhaps. And then only a year later, here he is as the dad a little deadbeaty, but the dad nonetheless in fucking Free Willy, you know, and not to mention that this was like around '93. This movie comes out and features the amazing original song by one Monsieur Michael Jackson, who, as we all know, was in trouble himself at the time for, as Paul mentioned earlier, freeing his willy. Thank you very much. Okay.
There we are. Voting is open.
The voting is so unnecessary at this round.
Well,
I'm
that
just
is
sitting
actually
here
necessary for us to award a winner.
I'm just waiting for it to all wash over me like one.
Like the river of Jordan.
It is. It's the game is a little bit hard to get your head around that you're not trying to be right.
No, it's a very simple game. I'm just very, very, very new at this.
Oh, Matthew Emmerich is saying he now feels bad about animators' fingers.
They're the true victims. Expose Wes Anderson hashtag.
All right, keep getting those votes in, everybody. We are, we've got this is the free-for-all round, so if you guys don't choose a winner, I'm going to have to, and I don't want to.
That sounds like what's the opposite of an endorsement?
What's everybody enjoying tonight and drinking tonight? It's
a glass of water, Paul.
Yeah, just water, but out of this vintage classic Quebec glassware. So, you know.
I'm drinking tequila and orange juice out of a large wrestling cup.
Ah, nice.
It's very on brand.
I'm actually having a London Fog that I made myself.
Nice.
This is so it's got the vanilla, sugar, frothy milk, and Earl Grey tea. I have though created another drink which I call the London Ontario Fog.
Hello.
And it got posted actually to the London Ontario Reddit, in which somebody said fair because I described the recipe as Earl Grey tea, frothy milk, and maple syrup plus a depression.
Hello.
Yeah.
Why are we letting so much time go by for me to lose? I don't understand.
We're waiting for the countdown.
Is what you're waiting for.
All right. Can I count it down?
Go ahead. Do the countdown. We'll bring up Roshan's comment after.
All right. So from 3, 2, 1, beep. And Walter takes this one.
Walter has taken that one. That means Walter is going to be facing off against Jason. Walter, with one of his lungs left, will be facing off against Jason. And Jason will be going first. But just as a reminder, let's take a look at our mashup picture. Well, there it is. There's our mashup picture for the viewers. We had the comment come in from Roshan saying, mashup, too late. Billy D learns about the side effects of too much Colt 45. Okay, and oops. Here we go. Jason, you get to go first on the positive round. Positive about your choice.
Yeah, there have been some references to the music in Moana and how there was no Randy Newman. Obviously, there's no Michael Jackson. It's just a little guy, little unknown fellow by the name of Lin-Manuel Miranda, writing music for one half of The Flight of the Conchords, Jermaine Clement, to sing in the voice of David Bowie. And then we're going to animate a 2-ton crab over the top of it, and it's going to be magic. It's just, you can't lose. You can't lose. Like you can't do shit like that in other movies and then have it work, but in this one it works. It's just magic.
Boom, Walter.
So those whales are the aforementioned kids that went to the theme parks of the SeaWorld because of the Keiko in real life, as that was the killer whale. It got kids buying those plushies left, right, and center. Right, every kid needed those parents were buying 3-4 out the door, one for each kid, two for kids that weren't even there, one for a bastard kid, and everybody needed those. And they because what they did is they took the killer whale. Right, and they made that into a cute, cuddly animal, which is insane because killer whales will tear your shit apart. Right, they did not want to give you a hug. Right, dolphins barely want to give you a hug. Dolphins will do terrible, unspeakable things to you that I won't even talk about on this show because I feel like I've talked about it on too many podcasts already. It's getting me a weird reputation as the dolphin guy. But the point is, if dolphins do that shit, imagine if they're called killer whales. Thank you.
All right, voting is open. It's slandering the orca.
Speaking to their power.
Vile orca slander, indeed.
It's not slander.
How dare.
Speaking to their power.
The only animal in the sea that great white sharks are terrified of.
This is what I'm talking about.
All right, we just Tim Rowcliffe said my mashup would work better if Paul did it in his famous Stallone impression. I wasn't aware I had a Stallone impression, let alone that it was famous.
Well then,
and I watch a podcast called The Dolphin Guy.
I didn't know Rambo was Irish.
Although when I think dolphin guy, Walter is not who I would picture being associated with something called the dolphin guy. A hairless mammal.
Whoa.
It's not entirely hairless though.
You just don't want to know where the hair is.
Swam with a dolphin once. I thought it would be a magical and unique experience where I would really bond and befriend a wonderful sea creature with incredible intelligence. And then 5 minutes in the water, you just realize, oh, I'm now the thing it pushes around to get fish. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just the latest
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
All right, let's have the countdown.
All right, so from 3, 2, 1, beep. First
Beep.
round goes to Walter.
There we are. First round goes to Walter, so that means, Jason, you get to go first on the negative round. Negative about Walter's choice of Free Willy.
No, I don't know that I can be negative about Free Willy. I loved that movie when I was a kid. I had the soundtrack. I played the song. I loved the whales. And you've got to respect any movie where you don't have to change the title for the porn parody. That's just convenient right there. That's efficiency in filmmaking.
Moana is a tertiary Disney film at best. She's not fit to stand amongst the other Disney princesses. And my child only watched it 73 times and not 140 times, like all the other Disney films. And they don't even have Taika Waititi in there, and he'll do any piece of shit that Disney offers to him. And he should have been in this one. It would have made sense. Thank you.
Boom. Voting is open. Shots have been fired. By the way, Tim Rowcliffe mentions that Orca may have been Bo Derek's second best movie. And there's a very, very important quote from that movie is the fact that they reference that the only orcas to ever attack humans have been orcas in captivity.
That we know of.
Ooh.
That we know of.
Mm.
Well, to be honest, outside of captivity, humans have a hard time keeping up with orcas in the water. They're much faster swimmers. I don't know if you know that, Paul.
Yeah, I'm aware. Okay.
Paul has met some orcas in his day.
Walter, why are you so angry? Sean Griffin wants to know.
I mean, about what specifically?
Don't answer that question, Walter. If you answer that question, you have to pay him $150 an hour.
Dr. Sean Griffin. I didn't realize that's what his PhD was in. And I think we're about ready for the count.
It's flip-flopped a bunch. It's gone back
All
and
right.
forth. It's been real
Yeah.
tight.
This has been a tight one. This has been a tight race.
Not everyone who's watching has voted, so we'll give this the long count. Erica?
All right, so from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep. That one. Oh.
Ooh. Does
That goes to Jason, so
Made
we
all the
are
difference.
tied. Looks like we're going for another free-for-all round.
There we are. We're going in for another free-for-all round. And Walter, you get to go first.
All porpoises should be canceled, start to finish. I'm done with all of them. Killer whales, the dolphins especially, because of the stuff I'm not going to talk about on this show.
Thank you.
I won't talk about it, but we all know what I'm talking about. And, who do you think taught it to them? Keiko. Why do you think he was in captivity? You think he did nothing to be in there in the first place? Cancel them all. What are we talking about?
It really has derailed.
All right, Jason.
Oh,
By the way, Darragh, that's the nature of the show. The derail.
I mean, by now you're probably thinking, 2 rounds deep, both rounds going on free for all. Jason's running out of material, but honestly, I could go on and on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed a Neel. I buried its guts. Sprouted a tree. Now you got coconuts. What is the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't whistle Maui when he was on a breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin is a map of the victories I win. And then I leaned in too close and I couldn't see the lyrics on the screen anymore. But anyway, let me say you're welcome for the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Well,
All right, the voting is open. Matthew Emmerich asking, dolphins get high off puffer fish venom.
Same shit. I didn't realize I was competing against Google Karaoke here,
the great part of that is that this house is full of people on the other side of a door who have absolutely no context for why I just cursed in the song.
They're just happy you're visiting.
Yeah. Was that singing or was that like speak singing? Just
it's called rapping.
Yeah.
Spoken word.
Speak singing.
Jason is notoriously good at.
Well, okay. I have been in a car with Jason while he was still on his Hamilton kick, so I have heard him rap.
Oh, are we opening the doors on Lin-Manuel Miranda? Because
oh no,
I could go off. I am not throwing away my shot, Paul. If you give it to me,
Unbelievable.
Go ahead, at least, but make sure that Erica has time to do the count.
All right. So from 3, 2, 1, beep. Congratulations, Jason.
thank you.
Well fought, Walter. All right, and so battlers, this is your time to come up and decide which of the mashups titles that the audience has suggested is your favorite.
Let me.
Alan Legros is claiming a responsibility for all of this. Damn there, my vote again, and what have I done? So
we're not sure.
Alan Legros, who has seen me rap Hamilton live in a room on a microphone.
All right, so here is one of our mashup idea titles. Again, I do not have a Sylvester Stallone impression, so I'm just going to say.
Give it your best. Give it your best. You're Italian, so it's not going to be as offensive.
What? That was offensive.
Paul, what you just said is actually quite offensive.
Yeah,
it was a joke, but all right, yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Keep Sylvester Stallone's name out your mouth, Paul. Anyways, the goes. So Billy D and I were filming Nighthawks, and he was always on set early. He was the first blood. Or too late, Billy D learns about the side effects of too much Colt 45. And I think those are the two that we've got in so far. So if anyone else watching the show has any ideas, post them in the comments now.
Mine is the Mandalorian Stallion.
That's really good. Rambo Calrissian is too on the nose.
We missed a comment that wasn't part of the competition, but so Jason has to sing and rap for votes now.
You would think that it would feel cheap, but it doesn't. It still feels like money.
I know it felt cheap.
Ramdo. That's another one that has come in. Ramdo.
That has a nice simplicity to it.
Yeah. So of the three that we have, the two that Erica just mentioned and Matthew Emmerich's, which is your favorite battlers?
I would like to vote for the Nighthawks one, just for the sheer commitment to crawl to that punchline through it. It's what we call a long walk, but I think it was worth it.
Okay, so that's David's choice. Others?
I second David's choice as an authoress of Long Walks myself.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid choice.
Boom. Congratulations to the other contestants. Tim Rocliffe, who's feeling a little under the weather this weekend. I hope that you feel better soon. There is, you have got the first mashup. And now we are going to go to see what the next mashup is before we start the next battlefield. Here it is, the mashup.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What am I?
You know when you're not expecting it. Wow.
Yeah, but I think everyone can get the. I have been asked before in the past too. Oh, we got a congrats. Tim has come in from Roshan. I have been asked to give the origins of the mashups that I share. So I forgot to do that. The first one, this one is obviously The Lost Boys and Toy Story.
Oh, I thought those were Muppets. Toy Story.
I thought that was Paul circa 2010.
All right. Not gonna lie, I have no idea what the mashup is. See, that's why we did the references for everybody.
Lost Toys. Get it?
Don't give them out.
You give
All
what?
right, well, whoever puts that in the comments, you got a freebie. So.
Yeah.
We didn't give away Rambo Calrissian on the last one. So.
All right, and so now we are moving on to the second battlefield. Erica, if you please.
Hey everyone over at BattleCOM, keep your voices down. This is Barry 3D from the Iconist podcast, also with a touch of gray matter. Very simple question. What is the most iconic comic book weapon? Just asking because I think I have a little bit of a problem. Let me know. See you later.
There we go. What is the most iconic comic book weapon? That's the battlefield. That was Barry 3D giving us the rundown. Our first person being mentioned is Walter Lyng with Commissioner Gordon's gun. And David Pryde with Daredevil's Billy Club from the Silver Age. This is David Pryde going first on the positive round. Positive about his own choice.
Okay, I don't have video for this one, so I'm just going old school, man. Look at this. This is from Daredevil number 7, and there's actual. So Daredevil back in the Silver Age, he actually built like over here. You see a diagram of his Billy Club. He built in a microphone into his Billy Club, and that's how committed he was. Despite the fact that in his main power set is super hearing, he still felt the need to construct a gigantic microphone with what does it say at the bottom? With reflector shields at the. I don't even know what they're reflecting. Daredevil's blind, so you wouldn't even think he'd factor that into it. But so that's it, and there's the aid of him. And by the way, this is all to track down Stiltman, because Stiltman is very stealthy. Not a lot of people can find Stiltman.
Walter.
Okay, so
Commissioner Gordon's gun.
Commissioner Gordon's gun, right? Like, okay, cool. So what's the first weapon Batman ever sees in his life? Bruce Wayne ever sees in his life? It's a gun. But then when like Chief Commissioner Gordon shows up on the scene of the crime, it's like he's also got a gun, and he's like, "Wow, if I would have had that gun, I could have ended this real quick." Right? A good boy with what do they say? A good boy with a gun in an alley with his mom's pearls. Could have ended the whole situation a lot sooner. And then he's like, "Oh well," someone's like, "Oh, guns are bad. Don't do guns thing." And he's like, so he spends the rest of his life so obsessed by Commissioner Gordon's gun and the concept of guns in general that he tries to make all these like cool gadgets that are like these that are non-lethal, better than guns. He devotes his life to making something better and cooler than a gun because his definition and standard of cool is a gun. And then Lucius Fox is like, "Oh, there's this grappling gun thing, or here's a batarang. It's the greatest batarang that technology has ever made." And Batman's like, "But does it have a clip in it?" And that's like he's really gun obsessed, even though he pretends like he's not.
All right, vote. Voting is open. We have a suggestion for the mashup come in already, saying mashup Zack Snyder's Toy Story 6.
Oh my gosh.
And Matthew Emmerich, Never Grow Old, Never Die. It's fun to be a toy.
Nice.
Very. That's yeah. Reference to the Lost Boys tagline.
I thought that was a reference to Cocoon.
Actually, it sounds like it could be a porn parody title tagline. Just.
Oh gosh.
All right, so that's gonna lose our PG rating.
Uh...
All right, the voting is still coming in. Only about half the people watching have voted so far.
Ooh, get your votes in then, everybody.
Yeah. Is that, anyone have anything upcoming that they are looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, the Obi-Wan show on Disney Plus. Looking forward to that.
All right, I've been called out here by Sean Griffin saying, like as if we had a PG rating.
I'm going to see Vaudeville at Wiggle Room on Wednesday, so pretty stoked on that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. We got some. It's a great lineup there this week.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
That sounds more fun than sitting in a car for 12 hours on Wednesday, but that's what I'm doing.
Only 12 hours?
Whose fault is that?
Amateur.
Wow, I'm getting killed here.
Oh, we got a yes for Vaudeville.
Oh, Sean Griffin must miss it a lot.
I feel people think maybe I was pro-gun on that answer. I don't.
All right, let's give this a countdown.
On that note,
Walter might be able to defend himself if we get to the third round.
2, 1, beep.
And so David has the first point, the positive round point for that round. That means, Walter, you're going first on the negative round. Negative about David's choice, Daredevil's Billy Club from the Silver Age.
Now, David, talk me through this one a little bit here, if you will. You don't have to, of course. You don't have to answer anything. But this is like, was this in addition to those like stick things he had, or was this instead of the stick things he had this Billy Club? Was this like a different era? Like,
No, I only ever had the one stick.
It's the one stick. It's like a bow staff kind of situation.
It's like a club, but
Sure.
but Billy.
Right. But this was instead of that? Did it kind of change?
No, this was in he that's the other, he actually hit people. He had a very expensive microphone and he still smashed people in the head. I mean, it's it boggles the mind, really.
Right. Well, all that sounds very valid.
So
That's good. Okay, thank you.
That doesn't make it not mind-boggling.
I mean, it's no. I'm that's not what I'm arguing about.
All right. So half of Wally's time was giving the microphone to David Pryde. David,
The microphone.
Giving him the rope, giving him his own rope.
So yeah. So is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Walter, you're so pro-gun. It's disgusting. That's
Vote. Voting is open. There we are. We also got a new mashup has come in. Mashup number 2. Disney's attempt to blend Peter Pan and Toy Story took an unexpectedly dark turn.
Oh my gosh.
We love a gritty remake.
By the way, if anyone else is tired of gritty films, go to see Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I cannot recommend that film.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Oh. All right, and I think. All right, we only half the people watching have voted so far. So if you want to vote, it's go to slido.com and the event code is BC306. And we have it on the screen twice, so I'm going to take it off the bottom because it's right here on the screen.
Oh, yes, it is. I knew that.
And welcome to the people who are tuning in. We just had a bunch of people come in and start watching.
Yay. Hi, everyone.
And I guess they probably would have missed those arguments. So we are going to give this a count. So we have the winner for this round.
All right. I wonder who's going to win by the end of this countdown.
Yeah. Why do the countdown? End it. I
From 3.
I concede.
David
wins.
1. And in an incredible surprise upset win.
It's just me.
David Pryde.
There it is. Short and sweet. Really kind of does win the day with that one. He got the laugh and he got off the mic, which is a staple of BattleCOM.
None of mine.
All right. I think we are about to move on to the next pairing. And it is going to start, should do it the other way, with Jason Hatrick with his choice of Captain America's shield as the most iconic comic book weapon versus Darragh Mondoux with her choice of Wonder Woman's lasso. And to go first is going to be Darragh. Darragh, you will go first on the positive round. Positive about your choice.
I mean, this whole pairing is so iconic, but I gotta say that Wonder Woman's lasso, it's bigger than a weapon. It's more than a weapon. As an icon, it's larger than its function as a weapon. It's a plot device. It's a catalyst. It's a MacGuffin. It's cursive waiting to happen. And that's why Wonder Woman's lasso is definitely the most iconic weapon. Maybe not the most powerful, but you can't deny it's the most iconic.
Boom.
Yeah, Captain America's shield is the most iconic weapon in comic books. Trust me, I'm in America right now, and they love that thing. They hang it on poles on almost every front yard. They love Captain America, especially in this part of the country. I think the only thing they love more where I am now is the Dukes of Hazzard.
All right, vote. Get your votes in. Voting is open. To vote, you can go to slido.com. The event code is BC306. BC for BattleCOM 306 because this is Season 3, Episode 6. If you are only just discovering BattleCOM, make sure you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell so you're notified about the shows coming up. And
don't forget to like and subscribe. I haven't said that in a few months.
Yes.
And as much as I hate saying it, it's been a while. So, there's your one token. Don't forget to like and subscribe for this quarter.
Boom.
All right. Competition is fierce in this round. You both did really well. So,
and Walter and David, if you have socials to share with Erica in the private chat, please do so.
I don't.
Secret. Oh,
Like a party coming up?
Yes. David, I would like to be invited to all of your parties. And I figured that, doing it on a live stream show in front of all of our viewers on the internet was the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
David and I used to go to parties, but it was too much, too many people, too many innocent bystanders got hurt in the process.
Too many what?
Innocent bystanders. It was pretty. No, I'm muting myself again. That's it.
All right, let's get the countdown on. Remember, you're voting for who's most entertaining, not who's right, because we learned from Fox News.
From 3.
That's another thing they love in this part of the country.
1.
Get out alive.
And that round goes to Darragh. Congratulations.
Boom.
I've started around in the lead before, though, so I'm not letting it go to my head.
So we are moving on to the negative round. Jason, you get to go first in negative round, where you get to be negative about Wonder Woman's lasso.
Well, I think Darragh hit the nail on the head. It's such an iconic pairing of Wonder Woman and Captain America. You know, they both wear the American flag. It's like, who wore it best? And I'm not sure who wore it best, but I know Captain America wore more of it.
Oh. Darragh.
America loves when women wear less. I'll just give them that. And there's nothing more Americana than a lasso. It's the cowboy weapon of choice, okay? It has been part of the American tradition of heroes since before the printing press had come over this far. And as far as shields go, I mean, this is archaic caveman technology. Let's be real. I see that thing dinging around the whole movies with its one trick, and I see the infinite possibilities of a lasso. I look at that shield and I think about all the hucky pucks I ever got hit in the face with, and I don't like the feeling of that, but I want that lasso used on me.
Boom. Voting is open. Voting is open. Oh, wow. Jason already got one as soon as I opened it up. And Tim Roqueff is saying, I'm guessing David would have great parties. If his battling is any indication, they must start with visual aids.
And they finish with them.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a fierce. We're watching a horse race with the voting.
It's a back and forth, yeah.
It's going to be an exciting one. So, yeah, be sure to vote. It is very important to vote, as I'm sure that, you know, Jason's neighbors right now in the U.S. will be able to say. Voting is very important depending on what district you're in.
Jason, get back safe. Please get back safe.
Please get back safe. Here at BattleCOM, we believe in fair and balanced elections. So, you know, you don't have to worry about any of the... I'm not going to use any of the specific words so that...
Did we guess what part of the country Jason is in yet? Because I want to guess the white part.
You're not wrong.
The walls are beige, so that's a pretty good hint. That's all right.
Is it a coast?
All right. Wally's playing 20 questions with Jason. I think we should do a countdown.
All right. So from
the
5,
game within the game.
4, 3, 2, 1, beep. And Darragh has won the negative round. So you will be moving on to face David Pryde now in our final battle meetup.
Yes.
Thing. What's it called? I know we've been doing this show online for 2 years, and I have had this job for 2 years, and I still forget what things are called. Welcome to BattleCOM,
it's a battlefield,
everybody.
so the battlefield finale.
Yes, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Thank you. I live to be tested, and we should also be showing the mashup to remind people why I'm switching screens.
Here, I got it. So feel free to start with bless you.
Super.
So anyone who's just tuning in, here is a mashup image of Pixar's Toy Story and The Lost Boys. Feel free to pitch a title for it, a fun quote, basically anything that you think would go along with this pop culture mashup. Post it in the comments and we'll choose a winner at the end of this round.
And I have to just kill a little bit more time because I thought I had fixed an error, and it turns out I have not. So I will fix this, and we will come back very shortly. But why don't the people in the audience mention any iconic comic book weapons that were not mentioned?
Ooh, yes, that is something that I forgot to prompt you to do. So if you have any other iconic, like, I don't know, Thor's hammer. Thought someone was going to go with that one. Don't make me pronounce it because I know I'm going to get it wrong, even though it basically sounds like a cat meowing.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
The ultimate nullifier is the weapon Galactus fears. So that's the one that they needed in the intro to this battle. If anyone's wondering, it looks like a little walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Also,
It's very
Walter
small.
decided to go. Yes, Walter decided to go to the Batman route and didn't choose shark repellent.
What? The shark repellent bat spray.
All right, so we've got Alan Legros, who suggests the Batarang. Excellent choice. So iconic.
Not a gun.
And Matthew, who suggested the Infinity Gauntlet. Also extremely iconic. Excellent choice.
They call them batarangs, but they don't come back.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. He throws them and they don't come back. And then
Sometimes
Thor's
they come
hammer
back.
comes back, but it only comes back from magic. Only Captain America's shield comes back from skill of the throw.
Mjolnir comes back. Sorry, I
They
got way
don't.
too
By
angry.
magic.
The batarangs don't come back because they're lodged in a dude's skull, non-lethally, of course.
Right.
Usually in the wrist, so they drop their gun. Their gun, Walter. They're
Drop
terrible.
their gun, but now it's their arteries are slashed here.
It's very cruel
right.
when you put it that way.
Yeah.
We also just got
down to go.
All
three
right,
consecutive identical
adamantium claws. Lots have
choices.
come in.
Yes,
Wolverine's
of
claws.
Wolverine's claws times 3.
Is it a weapon though, or is it just part of his arm at that point? They're built in. Is it still a weapon if you don't grab it and hold
iconic
it?
appendage.
You would call it a weapon if say in Dungeons and Dragons, it's considered to be an attack, a weapon when a bear claws your face off. So
But isn't it
Semantics aren't jokes.
Wow. They kind of are.
All right,
All right,
it just
so-
happened again with Spider-Man's web shooters.
Yeah.
That depends.
I
on
love
the
this. Our
universe.
audience is all on the same wavelength. We like this.
But again,
This is
Spider-Man's web shooter is a weapon.
Weapons because they made them biological. Biological weapons, I guess.
Where do
I
you
mean, it
stand on that,
depends
David?
on
There
the
it is.
Spider-Man, right?
all right, I have been techno shamed for not fixing the error I had thought I had fixed.
Is that
And we are. Where are we?
oh dear!
There it is. All right, the voting is open.
Yay!
What?
We
Why
didn't
is the
do it.
voting open? We haven't even said it yet.
We haven't said it yet. All
How-
right,
how is he
Da-
already
Darragh
winning?
goes first.
Rigged,
How did
rigged.
David get a vote already?
Rigamoris, girl.
Because
Oh.
Nuh-uh.
All right, Darragh, you go first in the positive round. Positive about your choice of Wonder Woman's lasso.
Well, Wonder Woman's lasso operates very much like Mjolnir in that it takes someone pure of heart and truly noble in order to wield it. So it's got that meritocratic ideal going for it. So that's always great. It also has the added function of being, we had this debate about the Wolverine claws, whether it's a superhero's weapon or if it's a superpower in itself. Wonder Woman's lasso compels people bound within it to tell the truth. And there's all these moments where Diana uses it on herself and wraps it around her wrist to meditate and come to truths about herself. And I just think that is has so much potential for future iconic stories. We have all this Silver Age throwback of a very kind of has been passe sort of storytelling style for comic books. But I think this is only beginning to scratch the surface of its potential for a storytelling MacGuffin.
All right, David Pryde.
All right. So, in this fight, this is another built-in added feature of he's attacking Namor the Submariner, and look, he mentions he's using the smoke. He says he's got smoke pellets. He put smoke pellets in his club. So that, again, the sheer dedicate. Who puts smoke pellets? And again, not to harp on it, but he's blind. So how does he even know if he's doing the obfuscation gray smoke or mixing it up with his blue and pink gender reveal smoke that he uses for other occasions? Truly super heroic.
Boom. All right, and the voting is open.
So vote for real this time, audience.
Vote for real.
All right. And
we've got okay. Matthews keep on coming with them. The One Ring, which isn't really comic book. The Elder Wand,
also not
which
really
is from
comic
Bright,
book,
and Bright 2 has been
but-
canceled.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Harry Potter, which is only partially canceled. You know,
Roshan
Harry
is saying he
Potter,
loved the gender reveal issue of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Wasn't it crazy how they used that Nirvana song in the new Batman movies? Everybody seen that? Has everybody seen the Batman movie?
Yeah.
Get all the
Not yet.
dads out to watch it.
Yeah. It's very sleepy. It's very kind of dreary, you know.
We like that. Because who isn't sleepy and dreary after 2 years of a pandemic?
And then Kurt comes in and it's like, there's something in the way, Batman. Yeah.
All right, I think
You
we
remember that
can
part?
take the countdown. We'll go
All
for the
right.
long count.
So from 5, 4,
That's how you speak of the vote.
3, 2, get your votes in. 1, beep. And the
There it
positive
is.
round goes to David Pryde.
All right.
And it's now time for the
Woo!
negative round. Darragh, you go first in the negative round. You get to be negative about Captain America's shield.
About
it-
Daredevil's Billy Club.
Daredevil's
it.
Billy Club. Sorry. Whoops.
What basically sounds like a glorified piñata bat until we had the addition of these smoke pellets. So now it sounds more like something like an influencer would bring to Coachella for like the perfect shot. So it's very good. It's very on brand, I think, for today's Daredevil, who is, of course, a CW twink, whose show has gone on far too long. But even his very young actors on that show are getting canceled left, right, and center. That's how long and stretched out that series has gone on for. I think, the smoke bomb is, of course, a cop out of a weapon. Of course, it's a great way to distract and run away from combat. So if that's really what we're going for in this hero, then I think that's just great.
Boom. Shots have been fired. David
Yeah.
Pryde.
So I think I don't that was pretty devastating. I'm sorry. I just can I go back to Captain America's shield? Just I don't know how iconic that could be, really, because look at this. Captain America's getting drunk with the Falcon and some friends, and then they get mugged in an alleyway, and Cap picks up a trash can lid and throws it. How iconic a weapon is that, really, if he could substitute it with literally garbage in an alleyway? I kind of placed my bets on the wrong weapon there. I apologize.
Vote.
All right. Voting is open. There it is. We've had a couple suggestions have come in. Batman uses gender reveal smoke pellets when he reveals his new Robin. Nicole DeGroot is mashup Toy Story 17. Teenage angst goes goth.
Nice.
And Tim Rocliffe is it true that Wonder Woman's weapon is actually named Ted?
No, Tim, that is not true.
Okay. And considering how he pulled that out of his sleeve, the way David is handling that comic is giving me anxiety. David is a reader. He's not an investor.
I'm just concerned that if David wins this round, do I lose again somehow?
Yes. Yeah, that is now canon.
I once made myself a Captain America shield out of a lot of like different colors of electrical tape and a stray hubcap. So that was a piece of garbage in the most literal sense.
All right. I think we can give this a countdown. No, only half the people have voted. Give it a long count.
Ooh, all right. Get your votes in, everybody. And in the meantime, I will count down from... Oh, and by the way, once you vote, feel free to post things for the Monday mashup. So from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beep. And the negative round goes to Darragh, which means that we are tied.
Boom. All right. This is a tie game, and we are going to be moving on.
Technically, for the free for all, I could have attacked a different weapon. Then I guess if that's what a free for all.
That would be true. That would be true. It is a free for all right now, so
Or
it's
we
positive,
play.
negative. Just be entertaining, or roast attack upon your opponent or other
I'm
opponents.
going
Apparently. Yep.
Yeah. So the lasso, just kind of kinky. It's tying someone up and to put someone in bondage to extract truth. That's some Guantanamo level shit, man. That's maybe that's American, but it's not iconic, man. That's all right. Captain America.
If you think I have any problem with the suggestion that this lasso is kinky, I would love to tell you that the man who invented Wonder Woman and had the entire idea of that lasso was a pioneering kinkster himself, a king of ethical polyamory. And he was actually more than a feminist for his time. He was kind of a woman supremacist, which, much like some first time ever BattleCOM contestants, doesn't make him funny, but it does make him right.
Vote.
All right, the voting is open. There we go. It's starting out with a Darragh sweep. We've got Rurushen saying, "I got it, Tim. I got it, Tim. Believe." Oh, okay. So Tim was worried that he didn't get a chuckle with Ted.
I mean, David, this is what you get for defending a phallic symbol.
Christian Menard giving us a low clap.
Oh, there. One male supremacist. Woo!
That's better than most comedy clubs, let's be real.
And actually, take a look. It's getting shorter.
It's usually at least 2 or 3.
That's what he said.
I was going to say, is that a line written by the original creator of Wonder Woman? Oh, look, it's getting shorter.
Just bust out your cigar, Clipper, see? I don't know. That's how they talked in the 40s, right?
That is definitely how they talked, I think, in the
That's
40s.
how anybody ever talks.
I don't know. Let me just get into my DeLorean and wait for like a thunderstorm, and I'll let you guys know.
Why
I'm
did
taking
Wonder
with
Woman?
you.
Yeah, because
Why
both of
does-
you would feel so great in the 1940s.
Yeah, Erica, let's go back to the 40s where we treated like queens.
We will
Okay.
literally just go shopping and come back with like a crap ton of vintage clothes that we can either wear all the time or resell for so much money.
You're a genius.
They'd be a little nervous about you having a bank account at that time.
I think so.
Well,
I would be very dangerous news.
I would just tell them that it's my husband's debit card.
A lot of debit cards going around in the 40s.
Exactly. I would just be like,
Magnetic
"Come on,
strip
yeah,
technology was out of control.
he gave me his PIN number. It's okay. I can remember 4 digits."
All right, I think we can give this a count. Actually, most of the viewers have voted.
All right. So from 3, 2, 1, beep. And in her first ever BattleCOM, this
Good
battle
Lord.
goes to Darragh. Congratulations.
Wow. Congratulations. Wow.
Boom.
Huge win.
I strive to shake an audience out of apathy.
It's William Moulton Marston was the kinker that you were referring
Yeah,
to.
William Marston.
Is there like a tie with
There's
Betty
a
Page
great-
and all this deal?
Movie about him and his women folk on Netflix.
Is that
And
Paramours?
Is there not like a Betty Page tie-in and all this deal?
Oh, a little bit. It's called Professor Marston and the Wonder Women.
There it is.
And yeah, it came out after this like really breakthrough book that was all about guys, I did my homework.
Well,
All
you know my
right.
thing. As long as it's progressive, I'll give it a look-see. You know.
we are going to say, just want to point out that BattleCOM is powered by StreamYard. StreamYard is a service that we're paying for to make sure that we can do this show for you, as well as Slido, which is how we get your voices heard. So these things are expenses for the show, but if you want to support the show, since it is currently ad-free, just go to linktree.com or linktr.ee/Paul Ash. And the first link there allows you to says buy me a drink. Anything that comes in the next what is it? The next 24 hours will be split among all the performers that you're seeing here and helps support the show. So we have got the mashup. Do we have the best mashup names for this?
All right, let me go back and.
I did see some good ones come in.
We did. We
this
had
one.
some really good ones. So we had.
I do want to point out though for the title for the Mjolnir, no one picked Mjolnir, and I've never seen anyone cheer as loudly for Captain America catching his shield as they did for him catching that hammer.
True.
It's because magic is more exciting than trigonometry.
All right, we've
First
got
we
some
move
math
on to
nerds
billiards.
watching. They're going to be upset with you.
All right, so here is one mashup suggestion. We've got Never Grow Old, Never Die. It's fun to be a toy. We've got Zack Snyder's Toy Story 6. We've got Disney's attempt to blend Peter Pan and Toy Story took an unexpectedly dark turn. And did we get another one? Let me just... Oh, yeah, we got Toy Story 17, Teenage Angst Goes Goth. All right, those are our choices. Contestants, battlers.
I have one more suggestion.
Yes.
And by the way, everyone can see that the photo credit for that mashup is on the screen. It's Danny Dinkle Memes.
That's a great name. Say it again, Paul.
Danny Dinkle Memes.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Let's see on the.
No, I'm too tired.
You say it's on the screen, but all I see on the screen is support the channel via www.linktree/Paul Ash.
Because you can support the channel
behind
via that.
the pop-up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that one more time.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
but thank you for making sure that's present in people's memory. It's in this portion of the photo.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just a cool stripe. It's definitely text that I was able to read while not wearing my glasses.
You were
Well,
glad.
I can't unsee Paul with his old hair in that first character on the left.
Mr. Potato Head kind of looks like John Milano's back there.
It's the eyelids. It's the eyelids. All right. What's the what is the your favorite battlers?
I gotta vote for Matthew Emmerich's "Never Grow Old, Never Die." It's fun to be a toy, but with an honorable mention to the Zack Snyder reference by Ellen McGraw.
All right, what's everyone else feeling?
I second that vote.
Yeah, I third that one.
All right.
I'm voting
So-
for my own suggestion, which is Interview with a Space Ranger.
Ah!
The actual I had to kind of clip it out. The actual title was there in the original meme, and it was The Lost Toys.
There it is.
Nice.
But
Classic.
Walter said that at the very beginning.
No, I
before
didn't.
anyone-
No.
Be careful, Paul. He's got a gun. Don't make him angry.
All right, so congratulations, Matthew. You win bragging rights.
Boom. And that's on Matthew's very first BattleCOM. We are now got the next mashup.
Jesus.
Just want to point this out. Tim Rocliffe saying, I know I submitted an answer, but can I vote for Matthew? We'll accept.
Yes. Yeah. There we go. For reference, this is Killing Joke Joker and Fozzie Bear. And of course, again, right here is the original artist is credited.
I have
Okay.
one, but I just don't want to say it.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got Roshan's congrats, Matthew. Matthew, you have definitely made the team happy. So we have Battlefield 3 right now, courtesy
Good
Grow.
evening, BattleCOM. The ability to wield a sword and throw a fireball has been a popular premise in many video games over the years. My question for the battlers is, what is the greatest sword and sorcery video game?
Boom. And thank you, Alan. Alan has been in the chat, so he's been watching. So our first two battlers to be mentioned on this one. Oh, no, wrong button. There we go. It's Darragh Mondoux with the choice of Blasphemous. Facing off against David Pryde with Prince of Persia, the original 1990 MS-DOS version.
Wow.
And David, you go first on the positive round.
All right. Well, let me find. I'm sorry. It's a bit of a show don't tell theme tonight, but it's okay. Let's make that full screen, man. Like these graphics, man. You can move around, but look, there's like traps everywhere. Do you see this saw? That's a saw going on there, and you got to like just the sheer dexterity. I'm trying to do this one-handed, but okay, you got to get through there. Boom. Oh, and then what you do? Oh shoot, I got hit. Oh shoot. Okay, sorry. It's hard to do this. Explain this while I'm talking, but usually it's a great game. That's all I'm saying. It's I'm dead, but I really was trying to work him back into the saw. It's hard to do, though. It's challenging. That's what makes it good.
All right. Darragh, your turn.
I'm going to be throwing my support behind this little game called Blasphemous that is actually very recent, but has also, to its credit, this like really beautifully rendered pixel art. The premise of Blasphemous is that it's you're like a penitent like friar in this universe that is this like dark, heavily Catholic, creepy, like disgusting Christian iconography riddled world of demons and witches and all of these things. They're trying to tempt you and corrupt your soul and get out. And the only thing you have against it is this long sword and then like all of these little like prayer gimmicks and stuff. And that is really my kind of aesthetic. I would say that it works as a medium of like, you know, the medieval context. I think pixel art has like a similar archaic crustiness to it that we associate with like the flat, weird, textured associations of medieval art as well. Yeah, and I don't know. That comparison sounded funnier in my head, but I'll stand by it.
All right, so let's see your votes. Paul will be putting up the graphic in just a minute, but in the meantime, you can go to slido.com. Event code is BC306, and put in your vote for whoever you thought was most entertaining.
Oh, just we had a quick reversal right off the start.
That was impressive. All right, and while you're getting your votes in, we've got Sean Griffin asking, is Darragh just describing life in the U.S.? Question mark.
So
I mean, she did say Catholic and not like evangelical / Scientology. So like, she's only like 80% there.
Okay, we got a couple mashups have come in as well. Mashup, Waka Waka, How I Got These Stars.
Scars?
Waka Waka, How I Got These Scars. There we go.
Waka know how I got these stars.
And mashup, it's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the city in Gotham Town tonight.
Excellent work.
That's very good. That's very good.
Very good.
That's going to discourage more entries. That's so good.
I love the participation. And I think we should probably give it a count.
All right, so from 3, 2, 1, and beep. Positive round goes to David. Congratulations, David.
Congratulations, David. And we are now going on to the negative round. Darragh, you go first on the negative round. Negative about Prince of Persia.
I mean, I understand looking at it through a nostalgic lens. There's lots of things from the Clinton era, too, that I hold dear to my heart as part of a simple storytelling thing. But these environments are really not richly registered. These enemies don't seem very compelling to me. I also think it just gets bound up in the old franchise trap where it starts out innocently enough in 1989 where you're just, having a good time on your PC. before you know it, you're 39 years old and you have to watch some schmucky little Hollywood guy play it in a movie that is absolutely going to get destroyed in the press. It was terrible reviews. I do remember that. What was it? Jake Gyllenhaal who was playing the Prince of Persia? It was just like an absolutely goofy ass whitewash casting. So, you know, I can't really hold it against the creators of this game or anything, but, you know, the fruit that is born from this franchise makes me suspicious about the roots that were planted back there.
David, negative about Blasphemous.
I didn't understand any of that. But but I will say you talk about the beautiful rendering of your game. What's the point of pixelated rendering when half the joy is to actually be able to count the pixels on every figure on there? Like, isn't that charming and beautiful? And look at that. And your beautiful render won't have characters literally sliding on concrete, which is what he's doing right now. Look at that. He's running the bases.
Vote. All right, votes have started coming in already. And another mashup has come in. You ever dance with a rubber chicken in the pale moonlight?
Oh, that's really good.
That's
really
good.
The mashups are
Boom,
really
the competition
good
is
this
fierce
round.
for this one. I was afraid it wasn't going to give people enough to work with, but boy,
it's rich.
BattleCOM audiences are doing a great job.
Rich with material.
Also, love the shout out there to old school Jack Nicholson Joker.
I love a Jack Nicholson.
Right in
Joker.
that nostalgia train.
Yes. Speaking
You
of
gotta
age,
squeeze one more out of him before he dies.
Please
In
don't.
fact, I bet
don't
David's
jinx
got
it.
a copy of that on VHS, like just off camera.
How dare.
All right, I think we are ready for a countdown. Not everyone has voted as of yet.
All right, get your votes in, everyone, because we are counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
What is the countdown for?
and to the end of voting. That's how the show
For
works, Walter.
suspense.
It's like 95% of the reason why I'm here is just to say beat.
Don't forget
Negative
to fight
round.
with me.
You make this so much easier for me, Erica. Let's share some Erica love in the chat. Like, tell everyone how much okay. Alan has voted for Rinse of Persia. I guess that might be a whitewash reference.
I've heard of that. It's like a dental procedure. I don't know.
Oh my God, thank you for connecting that
Oh,
to my brain.
Okay, sorry. He hit enter too soon. Prince of Persia is the reason he has anxiety. There we go.
Alan, you should play Blasphemous.
But see, look, this is Matthew's first time watching, and he's going, "Woo, Erica!"
Thank you.
Erica is very important to the show.
Erica's more Persian than Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean, don't tell Jake Gyllenhaal that you said that. Like, I'm still trying to get in his good graces.
I'll tell
you know?
Jake Gyllenhaal that.
I would also tell him that.
If I still used a ringtone, it would be of Erica beeping.
Oh God.
I'm still trying to figure out how to re-record the audio on my microwave to Erica's voice. Can't quite figure it out.
You've got
Can I get
audio on
paid
your
for this
microwave.
kind of stuff? Like,
Yeah, it's one of those microphones. Get it? Hello.
I'm gonna get myself on Cameo so that like anyone who wants can pay. I don't know, like $3.75, and I'll send them a video of me saying, "Happy birthday, Jason." Beep.
Well, they did recently lose one of their highest performing artists. So,
Oh, why? Who
Did
died?
they?
So to speak.
Gilbert Gottfried.
do you guys not know?
No.
Was he one of their? I didn't know that he was. Oh damn! Did I
Oh,
miss
Gilbert
my chance?
Gottfried
Yeah.
was on
Did I
Cameo.
miss my
Gottfried.
chance to pay a whole bunch of money to get Gilbert Gottfried to like say my name, and now I never can, even though I probably never had that money to begin with.
There's probably another Erica that has asked for it, so you just. Oh, there we go. Oops, there it is. Erica is an iconic BattleCOM weapon.
Yes.
Boom.
Thank you.
Okay, we just
No
that,
argument.
that round has just been switched over to Erica. Peter Papadopoulos saying, Erica, you're awesome, except when it comes to unlidding a cup.
This is true.
You know,
I needed Peter's help with unlidding a cup, but then he was not able to do it either, so he had to use my like spatula. He was like, "Erica, do you own tools?" And I was like, "Of course I own tools. I just don't know how to use them."
Okay, and we're on for the next pairing because David has won that round.
Yes, he has. All right, so
oh man, this game's still happening. I forgot.
Yeah, I know. It's so
that's
weird.
not great for you.
Oh wow.
So it's Walter Lyng with Majora's Mask
Hey,
facing off against Jason Hatrick with Elden Ring, or so I am told. Jason's making his way up there. Jason, you go first on the positive round.
Yeah, Elden Ring is not just the best sword and sorcery game. It's the greatest video game of all time. It's the greatest achievement by civilization in the history of civilization, at least according to the entire internet, near as I can tell. I'm told that it is so fantastic, and I absolutely have to play it. And I'm also told to get Gud, and I guess I'll understand that after I start playing it. I'm not really sure what that means.
There we go. And Walter, your positive round. Positive about your choice, Mask of Majora.
Majora's Mask, probably close enough.
Okay,
It's cool. I could gush on and on about this literal and by all accounts classic video game, The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. But it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself in every single way that it possibly could, right down to the fact that the original issue cartridge was itself gold, ladies and gentlemen. It was a limited issue gold cartridge, and to this day, if you could find it on eBay, it will set you back $69,000.
Nice.
That's right. I didn't make that up just now, and. And also with that original cartridge, if you put it in the special cheat code, you could see Majora's boobs. So that's also true. Thank you.
Vote.
All right, get your votes in, everybody. Sorry, Walter, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you did say 69, and this is the internet, so by law, one of us had to say nice. And apparently that person was me.
It was worth it. I would have came in too. If I wasn't the one saying 69 there, I would have come in saying
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
people
Matthew
that was
Emmerich
telling
is
me about.
saying Kingdom Hearts as the most the what is it? The most iconic video game? No. What is it?
No, the most
Best
iconic
sword and
or the best
sorcery.
sword and sorcery game.
Best sword and sorcery game. There it is.
Does Kingdom Hearts count as that? Isn't it just like every type of game at the same time? I'm genuinely asking because I don't video game.
Okay, Roshan is saying he's shocked and offended that nobody chose Baldur's Gate.
Erica, I don't really play video games ever at all either, but I make love to lots of people who do a lot. So I just absorb it via osmosis.
All you're absorbing.
Yeah.
All right, the votes are coming in, and I'm biting my tongue from saying anything else. What? There's no love for Rogue. They actually there's a certain type of game that they actually call Rogue type games, like the original Rogue. Like that's older than Prince of Persia, but like I played that on a CBM, a Commodore business machine.
Those are supposed to be intended for business, Paul.
Yeah, I'm a rule breaker.
And
all right.
He found those other video game competitors and he gave them the business. So, yeah.
Oh, he gave him the business.
He did.
Sean Griffin is saying something PG rating. He has the Keyblade, which is sword that is a key.
Yeah, the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, for Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Thank you.
See, I've never played it in my life, but I have all the details.
All right, I think we need a countdown at this point. Still, like a third of the viewers have not voted. How to vote is going to slido.com. The event code is BC306. I don't think we're lagging that much on YouTube. Because
All right,
I'm
so-
not being told that we're slowed.
I don't think so. So I'll do a long count just in case. From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. And positive round goes to Walter. Congratulations, Walter.
Yeah, Mr. Positive.
Mr. Positive. Now, Jason, it's your turn to go first in the negative round. Negative.
Weirdly, I have played a lot of video games. I know, hold your shock and surprise. I've been playing video games for a long time. I've always wanted to play a Legend of Zelda game, but I think I'm getting the wrong ones because I'm pretty sure everyone I get is always the Legend of Lyng.
Whoa.
Boom.
Whoa.
Wally, good times.
Bro, you know what? Say what you want about who the true protagonist is about that series. But I'm referring to a classic of my youth. Okay? Listen to that. That's the key word there. Of my youth. You're referring to a classic of your now. I'm not going to disparage whatever sort of age bracket you're in, but that's of your now, My favorite is like a thing that reminds me of my elder days of youthful exuberance. Yours is your latest excuse to not go outside. So, I mean, have fun with it, though, I guess.
Vote. Get your votes up. I thought Walter was just going to talk about his own there. I was about to interrupt. It's supposed to be negative about the other guy, but no, he brought it round. Alan Legros wants to put shoutouts for Bard's Tale, Diablo. And Sean Griffin is saying hot takes by Jason. Hot takes by Jason. Tim Rowcliffe, mashup number 3. How was my fur so shiny? I use conditioner Gordon.
Oh, gosh.
Whoa.
I don't know about that.
Waka waka.
So many good ones.
They're killing it on the mashups this morning.
They're all excellent.
I almost kind of want to get it as the only tattoo that I have on my body. As like a full.
You want to talk about nostalgia trips from the youth? I remember playing that Prince of Persia that David was just demonstrating, and I played the first level like 40 times, and I never played the second one because I could never figure out how to actually draw a sword.
Oh.
I could run and I could jump and I could climb, but I didn't know what button pulled the sword out, and I didn't know how to swing it. Didn't come with instructions back then.
You've given me an idea for the positive round.
All right, let's get a countdown on this.
All right, so from 3, 2, 1, beep. Negative round goes to Walter, which means that Walter has won this segment of the battle.
Oh no,
Mr. Neutral.
All right, so while Paul prepares for the next round, I'm just going to pull up that mashup once again. It is right here. So you've got a Killing Joke Joker mashed up with everyone's favorite Muppet, Fozzie Bear, looking a little worse for wear right now. We've gotten some pretty good entries so far. Please feel free to submit any more you have, because we're going to vote on them at the end of the round, and it's going to be fun.
Can we submit them? I just thought of one that just popped in my head, but
after all of the civilians have submitted theirs.
Yeah, hold on to it, David.
Or I shut up.
Yeah.
What's that?
Hold on to it, David.
Okay.
I want to hear it, though. I really want it.
I refrained from singing on that last one because I know how it made Walter feel last time. I could have.
It wasn't the singing.
I've got this.
It wasn't the singing.
I've got this whole ditty about what happens when Captain America throws his mighty shield, but I'm not going to do it.
I want to hear you singing.
We've got Sean Griffin saying, in that Prince of Persia, there was one fat bad guy who was too fast for me to fight without hammering the escape key to pause the game. Not sure if that character also shows up in the movie.
If I was queued
Why do you got
up,
to call out his weight like that?
if only I was queued
And
up.
Tim
on level
Rowcliffe
6, I would
is.
blow mine.
Oh, sorry, Dave. We couldn't hear you because I was talking, and you don't have headphones
sorry.
in.
Oh no, it's just that's that guy's on level 6. If the laptop was queued up, I would.
As played by.
All right. Tim Merkloff is mentioning wizardry on his Tandy computers.
Oh, okay. I definitely knew what that word meant.
Well, it was Radio Shack's home brand of computers.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Radio Shack used to make computers.
For what would have been, I'm assuming that era, yeah, my family didn't have a Radio Shack money. We had, my aunt in the US gave us her old Commodore 64 money.
All right, I had a VIC-20. Let's let's move on now. So it is going to be our final battle between David and Walter.
Oh my lord!
And David, you get to go first on the positive round.
About Prince of Persia, MS-DOS, 1990.
Yes.
What more is there to say? That's all right there. I've decided I'm not going to use a visual aid this time. I'm going to just try to express the love, because MS-DOS, like it was mentioned earlier, that there wasn't a lot of nuance and stuff to the characters. But I mean, this game embodied just moral shades of gray and actual optical shades of gray, because it was MS-DOS, and I first played it. You mentioned Radio Shack. I played it on a Sharp laptop, hard drive. I'm not even kidding. In fact, I could run and get it, but I'm not going to do that. 5 megabyte hard drive. That's and it was still just magnifique. So yeah, old school DOS, baby.
Boom. Walter, positive about your choice.
Real thinker on that one. Real thinker. Yeah, I don't have anything. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. And David, I love you also. It's good to be here with you. It's good to be here with everybody tonight. I just the Majora's Mask. If you guys remember that game, they were like, how do we step up the villainry in this game? Who's gonna be the ultimate villain in this game? And the answer is the actual fucking moon. Okay, the moon is the villain, like the moon. And if you don't get your stuff done in time, in real time, by the way, because it's a whole sort of real time countdown dealing thing. Okay, and if you don't get that done and play the little song, and then there's the thing, the moon's gonna come down and squish him, and no other game harnessed the evil power of the moon as well. Right, like that was the best one, except for maybe Harvest Moon, where the moon threatens to just brutally kill some anime kids. But yeah, Majora's Mask did it better. Thank you.
All right, voting is open. David just reminded me of a great water-based movie, Das Boot.
Oh.
I thought about it, Paul, but it seemed too hack. Like, I'm like, no, someone else is going to do it.
Yeah. All right. And Roshan says 5 megabyte hard drive, luxury. I think I need to say that properly. 5 megabyte hard drive, luxury.
Yes, that's a Python.
Yeah, that's a Python. I have to admit, though, Sharp, if you had a Sharp computer, you were way richer than the people who were buying Tandys.
Was Sharp? I don't know. The calculators were pretty cheap.
I think you could get them both at. You could get them both at Radio Shack. It's sort of like you can go to one dealership and pick up either a Toyota or a Lexus. So,
I was all fancy with it, playing it on a Windows PC.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, Windows 3.4. That's the good one.
Dang. It's like the Windows 95 of its day. of
From the year 3.4.
All right, Paul, how are we doing on votes?
I think we can give it a count. Again, it's only 3/4 of the people voting, but
oh no,
no boy.
All right, everyone, get your votes in while I count from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep. And that round goes to David Pryde.
Boom. Congrats, David. Well, that's the positive round. Now we're going to do the negative round with Walter going first on the negative round. Negative with the Prince of Persia.
I mean, all I can say is that I'm glad that Darragh brought up the sort of racial transgressions of the whole Prince of Persia franchise, and it didn't just start. You know, it wasn't just like an issue with what's his face there with
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Thank you, with JG. It started with the original video game and with the animators working on that. Many of them Japanese, many of them Korean, very few Persians, literal Persians, some of potential Middle Eastern descent. But you know, when you do like a real like breakdown ethnic pie chart of the whole situation, I mean, for them to call that Prince of Persia just based on a pure like animator ethnic kind of representation situation, it was a misnomer and a bad decision. And you know, I regret any fun I ever got out of this game to this day.
Yeah.
All right. It was supposed to be funny.
I kind of have a similar beef with your game, Walter, because I played. You know, when I would go to my friend's Hanukkah party, we would often play Minora's Mask, and I thought yours came in and just kind of undercut it in an unnecessary way. That's all I've got to say.
Vote. The voting is open. I'm not sure if Wally just abdicated.
It's over. It's oh man.
Go to Slido.com. The event code is BC306 to vote. It's free to vote. So.
All right, we lost Walter, y'all. While he's laughing, may I just say that if you look up the Prince of Persia movie on IMDb, which I did because there were things that I don't remember about it, because it's been a long time since I watched it multiple times because I got paid to. There's no other reason to watch it other than Jake Gyllenhaal. What? Who said that? Anyways, more like this is a who's who of absolutely terrible movies that you want to forget. There was John Carter, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, Clash of the Titans, and if you remember this one, that Hercules movie starring Maui himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which if you haven't seen it, don't watch it unless you watch just the one scene where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson utters, and I quote, "stupid fucking centaurs."
But does he sing?
Sagittarius, that offends me.
Hold on. We just had Erica swear on the show.
Yes, but I was quoting the most
Rock.
important cinematic quote of all time.
Sorry. This comment from Sean Griffin came in. OS jokes, operating system jokes. We have clearly reached peak comedy. And I think we can give this a count.
All right, so from 5, 4,
fucking Minora's Mask, man.
3,
I don't even know why I try. Like, I don't really.
You said some very important things, though, Walter.
No, I mean, you know, I hated that I had to bring up the race card.
And on that note, beep.
Beep. There it is. David has won that battlefield.
Yes, well deserved.
Well deserved. Tim Rowcliffe is mentioning that Prince of Persia needed more cats.
Hello.
And rugs.
And rugs. Somebody just said rugs as well.
Wow.
That's been the show so far. We have just got to wrap up a little bit and thank the wonderful people. Let's start, of course, with Tina Spirals, who's modeling a classic BattleCOM t-shirt for our Twitter model. And I just also want to point out that David Pryde is also rocking a classic BattleCOM t-shirt. And those t-shirts are available at our merch store. which you can get to by following that same link tree. So you'll see the merch is there, including, I really like these hoodies that say, "Losing is a learning experience. I am here to teach you." That's
chills.
And there we go. Do we have an absolute winner? We had so many bangers come in.
Really excellent ones. We had Waka Know How I Got These Scars. We had, I'm not going to sing it, but you know the tune. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the city in Gotham Town tonight. We had, Paul, do you want to take this one?
You ever dance with a rubber chicken in the pale moonlight?
Wow.
Wow, that was Jake.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't do impressions. I don't know why I was asked to.
That was your famous Stallone, I thought.
There it is. We had
how did that get in there?
Oh, sorry, I just cut off what Erica was going to do. We had a new one come in. Waka So Serious.
Nice.
Mine couldn't. I think mine couldn't compete with those. But I just thought of like always leave him wanting Alan Moore.
That's very good.
All I had was, this time Jared Leto has gone too far in his method acting.
Or Frank Oz. All right.
Oh no.
We had, how was my first so shiny? I used Conditioner Gordon.
No, we can't do that one.
Take one bite out of Big Bird and everyone loses their minds.
I had a joke lined up before about how even when Barbara Gordon got shot by Joker, Gordon continued to use his gun because that's the price of liberty.
Oh boy.
We are. Okay. I also, I forgot to give a little bit of thanks to Evan C. Abrams. He's the guy that does the motion art that you see happening on screen now. And, of course, our battlers, Walter Lyng, who you can follow
somewhere.
Wally Goodtimes on Twitter.
As long as it's not to the ATM machine, don't do that.
with Daredevil's Billy Club. Also, David Pryde, who's David Pryde Jokes on Twitter. Jason Hatrick. Jason Hatrick is Jason and Katie JK on Twitch. Is it every Friday you guys stream?
It's you go there and the schedule's there. I don't know because Katie's been streaming without me lately. While I do like this and Code Names live on Thursdays and stuff like that.
Right. Okay. And Darragh Mondoux. Am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Is at a
Her first name is pronounced Darragh.
No, it's not at all.
All right. Oh, hey, AJ Young just popped in to go, what a group.
Yes. Thank you, AJ.
So Votradam on Instagram, there's a dot between Votra and Dam.
Also, that's a really great Instagram handle. It's very
Thank
clever.
you. Walter and I are both NDG daddies, and that's what it's a reference to.
Boom. And of course, Erica is here with it's Erica underscore MTL on Instagram. And all of my socials are available on that link tree as well. So if you want to check out the other shows that I do, Vaudeville is mentioned. You could follow the Love Doctor to find out more information about that, including the online one. Yes, Walter?
I said, and your OnlyFans.
And my OnlyFans, exactly. And I believe that is our show. We have just come in under 2 hours. We aim for an hour and a half. But we made it in under 2 hours. Oh, sorry, David, we can't hear you.
So, sorry. Was there a winner declared on the Killing Joke mashup?
You are correct. We did not declare a winner.
It's because it's so tight. I'm torn between This one from Nicole
Partial for this
DeGroot,
one.
and Do You Ever Dance with a Rubber Chicken in the Pale Moon in the Light by Roshan.
I think I like
Those
that.
are the top two contenders for me, but I can't pick between them.
Okay,
I like
so
Waka So Serious.
Waka So Serious. So there's a third one in there. So Waka So Serious is going to be 3.
That's also
Rubber
Nicole
Chicken.
DeGroot, though. So
Hmm?
that's also
It's
Nicole
still,
DeGroot.
yeah. 2 is going to be the Rubber Chicken, and 1 will be the other Nicole DeGroot. So on the count of 3, everyone just hold up the appropriate number of fingers. So 1, 2, or 3. So 1, 2, 3.
I'm out.
Okay, it looks like 2 has won. So even though Nicole had 2 things to be voted for, it is going to Roshan. You ever dance with a rubber chicken in the pale moonlight?
I think you're selling it, Paul. I think you
I
made
think so.
Manuel
I
Miranda
think
do
the same.
so well.
To be fair, we should have sung the "It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the city in Gotham Town tonight."
I want to hear Fozzie do the whole monologue. You know, the whole thing where he does the bit and like the two patients at the asylum and escaping with the flashlight and the whole thing that he does with Batman, and like I want to hear Fozzie doing that. That's what I kind of wanted out of that. But is that, I don't know, was that Killing Joke, or I think I'm like mixing up my graphic novels, but you guys remember what I'm talking about? Is it anyway? Yeah, it's fun to be here. I'm sorry I stretched out the show by a half hour. David, always nice seeing you.
Nice to see you all.
It's I'm so happy to be sharing the screens with all of you, and eventually we are going to be coming back with the live version of that. And we are coming up with our amateur BattleCOM, which may be happening like in May or June, as on top of having a regular one. So that is moving forward. I believe it will be May. We got a thank you, Jason, from Nicole DeGroot. To be fair, from Matthew Emmerich. And yeah, Roshan with thanks everyone. And thank you everyone. So we got 3 different winners this time. It's usually it comes down to several different people. So congrats. I want to thank all of our battlers. David Pryde, Wally Goodtimes, Jason Hatrick, Darragh Mondoux, and of course this show would not be existing without Erica Taddeo to give me a hand and keep me semi-sane through it all.
Happy birthday, Erica.
Happy birthday, Erica. And also I want to thank the people who help out behind the scenes, because they do a fantastic job of making us almost look professional. So please remember to hit like, subscribe. If you can't donate to the show, hitting like and subscribe does a great thing for us. Have a good night. We love you all.